A Halfling Sonder, Sven's Story, by Illyria Valischin. Waving goodbye as she heads off for the little barn behind her home, Sven gives a reassuring breath in knowing that she can handle getting Cleet hitched up to the wagon and to the shop, where her father would be waiting for them. Watching her a moment longer, admiring how beautiful she is, he gives his head a shake and heads straight for Miss Allie's, thanking that her little shop is on the outskirts of the village rather than in the center, not really wanting to fight against the hustling and bustling that most are doing now in the center of town. As he arrives at the Elixirs of Whimsy shop, Sven gives the doorknob a quick turn and push, only to find his body smashed against a locked door. Feeling a bit awkward, he glances down at the watch on his wrist. Seeing that is past the noonday meal, he gives the door another go, jiggling it and pushing at the same time. Yet, the door still doesn't open. Feeling more than a little silly now, he searches for a sign saying that she may have stepped out for the afternoon, but cannot see one at all. Not quite sure if she has just forgotten to place one out, Sven decides to knock on the door. A few moments pass before the door opens, revealing a very tired female halfling still in her pink pajamas. She reaches up and rubs some of the sleep from her eyes as she sees him standing there looking a bit surprised. "Hello," she says sleepily. "Hello. I am really sorry to wake you, but we have a wood beetle infestation at the tannery and Mr. Glum's restaurant. It needs to be taken care of immediately. Mr. Leatherthimble sent me for a potion. Can you help? I know Mr. Glum is going to need it as well," Sven says apologetically. "Beetles." She yawns and starts to shuffle off to her counter. "I think I have something back here. I will whip it up and bring it by before the day's over." She begins to pull bottles out from under the counter. "All right, I will let Mr. Leatherthimble and Mr. Glum know. Thank you, Miss Allie," he says. "Yes, yes," she smiles and waves to him. Sven then rushes back towards the tannery, smiling as he spots Cleet and the cart standing by the door. As he approaches, a small bit of something flies out of the shop and into the wagon. Looking to the side of the cart, he notices that some of the pieces have missed the mark, creating a small little pile. Picking them up, he begins to toss them in as well, making sure to stay out of any stray flying pieces coming from within inside the shop. Once the pile is cleaned up, he peers over the edge of the cart and sees that it is already halfway filled. Most of whatever these things were are now destroyed, some even hard to tell what they once were. Stepping inside, he joins in by taking up a piece from the destroyed pile and tosses it into the cart. The two of them, working silently, get the cart full in a matter of moments. "Sven, go and drop this off in the forest near the wasps by the village. Maybe these beetles will chase them off with their wood destruction." Mr. Leatherthimble gestures to the cart. "All right." Sven nods in agreement as he climbs up into the seat. Taking up the reins, he gives them a soft snap and leads Cleet out towards the small meadow. The weight of the wooden debris makes the drive a bit more challenging, being careful with each movement, unwilling to let a single piece fall and infect the rest of the village. The path is tense with the load being so full with broken wood. He manages to make it to the edge of the village before he picks up a bit more speed, not as worried about dropping a piece in the open land. Rounding the bend to the meadow, he starts looking for the wasps flying around. Circling around, Sven finds the wasps flying in and out of the tree line near the back. He turns Cleet in their direction, making sure to follow them close to find the nest. The horse doesn't seem to be agitated at first with the little flying insects buzzing near him, swishing his tail only when they land on his hindquarters. He pulls gently back on the reins, bringing the load to a stop, and climbs to the back of the pile, opening the cart. He grabs the first few pieces and chucks them to the ground, gaining some confidence that the wasps are not going to bug him. He starts just grabbing and chucking the entire lot. All of this doesn't really cause much of an issue, until he knocks one of the trees with a few of the pieces. Then, a swarm starts to build around them. Thank you for listening to my story. If you liked it, please like and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications.